Hey guys, what's up? It's time to do a speed test comparison between the new Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 versus the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9. And guys, now let's see that how much the difference between these two devices. And Redmi Note 9 give you a MediaTek Helio G85 processor, while the new Redmi Note 10 give you a Snapdragon 678 processor. So now let's see that how much the difference between these two devices when it comes to apps opening speed. And now let's see that who is faster, the new one or the old one. So without any wasting time, let's get right into it. And guys, both phones is completely off. Now let's start off with the boot up test. Here we go. And the logo is here, more faster on the Redmi Note 10 followed by the Redmi Note 9. And Redmi Note 10 it is running on Android 11 with MIUI version 12, while the Redmi Note 9 it is running on Android 10 with MIUI version 12 as well. So that's really nice. But we have latest Android 11. Redmi Note 10 it is super faster when it comes to booting up. Beat the Redmi Note 9 when it comes to booting up. Now the Redmi Note 9 it is also done, and you can see about 4 or 5 second difference between these two devices. And guess you can see that, and both phones give you a very different display. We have a Full HD Super AMOLED display on the Redmi Note 10 as compared to Full HD IPS LCD display on the Redmi Note 9. So that's a really big improvement over the Redmi Note 9. And also both phones give you a punch hole which is on the center on the Note 10 as compared to on the left hand side on the Redmi Note 9. And also you can see that again Redmi Note 10 has a Super AMOLED display which makes your experience incredible in my opinion. Okay guys, everything is closed up in the background, no app is running in the background, and also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Now let's see phone dialer, and that is exactly the same on both phones. So now let's see settings, that is again exactly the same, no difference there. Amazon shopping, and that is more faster on the Redmi Note 10 as compared to the Redmi Note 9. Now let's see the scrolling, and feels really smooth on both phones, no lag whatsoever. Now let's check out some games application, and now let's see that how much a difference between a older MediaTek Helio G85 than the new Snapdragon 678. Now let's see Candy Crush Saga launching at the same time, and Note 10 it is faster, you can see definitely, than the Redmi Note 9. So now let's see Subway Surfer, and seems like we have big improvement over the previous G85 processor. You can see Note 10 it is very fast, but you can see that Note 9 it is also right behind there. Now let's see Temple Run 2, next game application, and Redmi Note 9 it is a little bit more faster. And you can see just a tiny bit more faster on the Redmi Note 9 this time. So very interesting. Spotify, and that is exactly the same. Now let's see Pinout, that is a little bit more faster on the Redmi Note 10 followed by the Redmi Note 9. So now let's opening up the Twitter, and that is again exactly the same. Instagram, faster on the Redmi Note 10 followed by the Redmi Note 9. And last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera app. Now let's see which one is going to be the fastest one. Here we go, and exactly the same, no difference there. And also both phones has a 48 megapixel main camera on the back, but we have Super AMOLED display, so definitely result better on the Note 10. Now let's see internet browsing speed. I am using default Google Chrome on both phones. Now let's see wikipedia.org, and that is more faster on the Redmi Note 10 followed by the Redmi Note 9. Now let's see the scrolling, and feels really smooth on both phones, no lag whatsoever. Next on the list is the WWE.com, and Redmi Note 9 it is more faster than the Redmi Note 10, and you can see very interesting result. So now let's see the scrolling, and feels really smooth on both phones, no lag whatsoever. And guys, now let's see the RAM management on both phones. And guys, and both phones has a 4 GB of RAM. Now let's start off with the phone dialer, refresh on both phones. Now let's see settings, and that is not refresh, but I see white screen on the Note 10. Amazon shopping, and that is definitely refresh on both phones. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, Subway Surfer, refresh again. Let's see Temple Run 2, same result, and you can see almost every application refresh on both phones. Spotify, refresh. Let's see Pinout, opening up the Twitter, refresh. Instagram. Last we are back to the internet browser, and that is only refresh on the Redmi Note 9 but not on the Note 10. And guys, overall I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, it is definitely Redmi Note 10. It is a little bit more faster than the Redmi Note 9 in game app loading time especially, but in system-based application both phones is perform about the same, and also the RAM measurement is really same on both phones. So that's about it, and thanks so much for watching this speed test comparison between the new Redmi Note 10 versus the old Redmi Note 9. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you are new here. And guys, overall I have to say that Redmi Note 10 give you a Super AMOLED display, and also we have a better fast charging on this phone, and also we have a better and faster processor on the Note 10. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.